Well, we came off an important win Sunday against a really good Missouri team, and we're happy to get that victory, and just going to try to take advantage of our open date on Thursday, try to help us get better as a team and try to get prepared for what we know will be a tough game on the road at Auburn, always a tough place to play. So we're just trying to focus on practice every day and see what kind of team we can become.
Okay, first question comes from Blake Topmeyer from the Columbia Daily Tribune.
Coach, we're seeing a lot of teams in the league right now sitting from anywhere from 1-3 to 3-1. Is that maybe a sign of parity in the league this year? And do you think maybe we will see a dominant team emerge in this league?
I just think it's very, very early, too early to tell what will happen. Most teams 4 games into it, it's hard to know what's going to happen. So a lot of big games ahead, but I thought going into the year the league was very, very high quality league. It always is, and it's no different this year. So I think that we'll have some really tough, tested teams because of league play that will advance the NCAA tournament, and I think the SEC will really be a conference to be reckoned with in the NCAA tournament.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, your next question comes from Larry Vaught. Larry?
Yes, good morning, Matthew. Just wonder if you could tell me at this stage if there's a player or two that have exceeded what you thought maybe at this stage they would or not.
Well, we have gotten off to a really good start. If you look at it over 17 games, and we've won some big games. And I think for us, what's always important is to have some balance. And I've been so pleased with the team's performance. We've had a really, really good balance of people contributing on the team to victory, and you never know from one night to the next exactly who's going to be the top scorer. But we really try to focus more on our defense and our team play than we do maybe someone scoring. But I don't know if there's any real surprises. I was very optimistic about our team going into the season, and they performed well, so I couldn't really single out just one person.
And then, Matthew, from a leadership standpoint, who do you think's done the best job for you to this point?
Well, I think that Castine Evans and Bria Goss have both really worked hard, are excited to lead, have the courage to do that, really work on it, and think about it. I think our seniors, always people look toward your senior class, and I think that they have done a really good job working hard and setting a good example for the players. And then, we've really tried to get the players who have been playing at the point guard position, Janae Thompson and Jennifer O'Neill, to improve in that area. And, just yesterday, I thought Janae Thompson was really, really trying to focus in on being a good leader. So we believe in leadership development. We believe that you can develop those qualities, and I think our team's worked really hard in that area.
Thanks.
Your next question comes from Mike Zaraki from Hoops Guru.
Coach, you've talked a lot this year about the mental preparations as much as the physical. I was wondering, is it getting any easier for you as a coach to figure out how to mentally prepare your team, or is it just the individuals you happen to have that year?
That is such an interesting part of being a teacher and coach, and it's such a journey to try to figure out each and every year what works for a team and what works for players, and players change from year to year. And so what I found is if you ever start making assumptions and think that you have it figured out, that's where I've always gotten in trouble with that. So I think it's so interesting year to year how different that process is, and trying to make sure that players stay focused on what they need to do. And you know, you may look great on a Thursday and then you come back on a Sunday and you don't look that great, and you just try to figure that out as a coach, how to get that consistency. And so I really admire the coaches who over the years are able to get consistent performances from their team year in and year out. And, you know, for us, it just always goes back to our, you know, the core tenets of our program. We're just trying to always develop our kids' character. We want players of really high character. We want players that'll sacrifice for each other, and we want players that'll work really hard to prepare, and then players that are interested in our core principles: honesty, hard work, discipline. So we're always trying to mentally get them to a spot where they embrace those things, and I think that'll not only help our team this year, but it'll also help our players after they move on from Kentucky. So it is a very interesting part of being a teacher, is trying to figure out how to keep people focused and on task and not looking too far in the future or hanging on to stuff and, you know, mistakes maybe they made in past games. And so it's a daily process, I think, as a teacher, to try to make sure you're working hard in that area to help your players and students the best you can.